So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And again, it's Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Mahomes to throw once more. Flushed out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
and got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. And an alley to run. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down and 4. Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he finds Stills, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And now it's 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking that time for Stills. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 7-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go, go, go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a 1st, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing now is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And some room to run now. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 43 yards.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? On 2nd down, it's Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, It's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for two. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Watson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson going deep for Hopkins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded about a yard deep. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 44, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. It's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Mahomes now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Gets this one to Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Yellow. So don't say nothing.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Let's go, defense.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Got his man, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. And again, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A 40-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front on 7 as they got closer to the goal line. But things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Houston.
From the gun, here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on second down. Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Now Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On first and 10, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Watson now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth. Bring in an extra deep. That bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On second and 12, Mahomes steps away to his left. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack there by J.J. Watt. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And that will get out of bounds. So that's definitely going to put a major crimp in any comeback plans they may have had. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by one.